Grief sucks. Let's talk about it. That's the point of my whole channel. I want to create and inspire different types of conversations about grief specifically. By grief, I do mean whether you are mourning a loved one who is a person, family member, loved one, significant other, or an animal. It doesn't matter. Grief is grief, and it'll hit you however it hits you. And we live in an extremely grief illiterate culture that makes healing from this type of earth-shattering pain very. It presents an extra layer of healing that I feel can be addressed if the conversations around grief are evolving. So therefore, they need something or some facilitating factor to create change. So I'm going through it, but not only that, I am qualified to talk about grief because I do have a master's degree from USC. I earned it in 2018, and it is in adult mental health and wellness. And I am qualified to do therapy. I'm a registered therapist. I'm not licensed. I'll just put it out there, be very transparent. I am working on my 2,000 hours of supervision hours. So therefore, I'm not licensed. I'm not a licensed therapist at this time, which is why I don't want to present myself as a therapist. Instead, I'd rather present myself to you as your grief big sister or your grief little sister, depending on where you are in your life. It doesn't matter. If you're willing to talk about it, I'm here. In case you're wondering about my expertise, I do have background in providing grief therapy to groups who have lost loved ones. I can talk about grief specific to COVID or non-COVID related death. It doesn't matter. Death presents a certain kind of trauma, and I'm more than ready and willing to discuss. I love talking about uncomfortable subjects such as death. I'm not sure if it's too taboo, but I know that we live in a grief illiterate culture that just sucks at talking about this. And I know that everybody who is trying to help anyone whose heart aches over someone that they no longer have in this earth is with the spirit of being helpful. So essentially, I'm trying to be helpful to that person and be like, hey, if someone that you love and adore is going through it, you should take this time to learn how to best be helpful as opposed to running on what you think would be helpful. And if you are going through bereavement, this would be the right place for us because I'm going through it too. I'm a working mental health provider, and it's hard on me. So if it's hard on me and I'm a mental health provider, if you're going through it, I'm not going to be one to judge you or correct you or tell you what you should be doing. We would work in a different way. Okay? So I am here because I'm here. I am here because ultimately grief is a place where love has nowhere to go, because where it would have gone, that person is no longer here, or that little body is no longer here, or my little animal friend is no longer here, whatever it would be. It's love. Grief is just love with nowhere to go, and it feels nasty and earth-shattering when you're at a loss for what to do or how to handle it or who to even talk to. So I'm hoping to be like a resource at this time because it sucks and it's hard. And I also noticed that there's not a lot of people talking about this. So if anything, let's make this relatable. The sun is bright and so is life. So we're here as leftover survivors of those who are extremely crucial and important and no longer have their feet to stand on. So I am so excited. I hope that I can earn a lot of good stuff with this conversation. I hope that it's helpful ultimately to someone. So you guys know how YouTube works. Like, share, and subscribe and all that stuff. I'm going to be working in the background creating stuff and content around grief. So thank you so much, love, for checking this out. It's just a starter video to introduce what the F this will be about. So nice to meet you. I won't reveal my name yet, but you can call me Miss Jackson. And the channel is named after one of my loved ones who did pass. So to you, Missy, thank you so much.